Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are unpacking an absolutely brilliant step-by-step mathematical blueprint for fitness created by Waqas Yousaf. We're going to break down the mathematics of metabolism and calculate your precise calorie budget. If you've ever felt totally overwhelmed by nutrition advice, don't worry. We're going to make this simple, logical, and entirely numbers-based.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the calorie bank account, figure out your basal metabolic rate, factor in your activity level, adjust for your specific goals, and finally, go over tracking and some pro tips. Think of this explainer as a real-time worksheet, so seriously, grab a pen and paper right now and calculate your own numbers along with me.
Section 1. The calorie bank account.
The core idea here is incredibly intuitive. You see, our body operates exactly like a financial ledger, where balance is absolutely everything. A calorie budget is simply the maximum number of calories you can eat daily without exceeding your body's needs. Calories are literally just energy. Your body spends this currency every single day just to function, and you deposit more currency, calories, into your system through the food you eat. So the crucial point is this: eat more equals weight gain. Eat less equals weight loss. If you consistently deposit more energy into your system than your body spends, that overspending causes weight gain. It just gets stored. Conversely, if you deposit less than you spend, you lose weight. It really is that straightforward when you break it down to the pure math.
Step 1. Finding your basal metabolic rate. This right here is the very first mathematical step of our blueprint. Your basal metabolic rate, or BMR, is the number of calories your body burns at rest just for basic survival functions. We're talking about breathing, keeping your heart beating, and digestion. Even if you're just lying in bed doing absolutely nothing, your body is actively spending from its calorie bank account just to keep the lights on. Now, let's look at how to actually calculate it using these simplified formulas. For men, you just take your weight in kilograms and multiply it by 24. For women, it's your weight in kilograms multiplied by 22. Go ahead and plug your own weight into this formula right now. It's kind of crazy, but also super empowering to actually see your baseline number. To make this concrete, let's run the example from our source. Take a 70-kilogram male. 70 times 24 gives us 1680. That number, 1680, is his daily resting calorie burn. That is literally the baseline of what his body needs just to stay alive for 24 hours before he even gets out of bed or takes a single step. Step 2, adding your activity level. Let's move to METs and see how this builds on our baseline numbers. Because obviously we don't just sleep all day, right? Our daily movements drastically change those baseline numbers, and we have to account for that. So we've got 4 distinct activity levels here with a specific BMR multiplier. Sedentary is 1.2, lightly active is 1.4, moderately active is 1.6, and very active is 1.8. Ask yourself right now, which of these 4 best matches your lifestyle? Grab your specific multiplier, because we're going to apply it to the BMR you just figured out. Okay, jumping back to our 70-kilogram man, let's say he falls into the moderately active category because he hits the gym regularly. We take his BMR of 1680 and multiply it by 1.6. Boom! His actual daily calorie budget jumps to 2,688 calories. That right there is the true break-even point for his active lifestyle. Step 3. Adjusting for your goals. Now that we've got our total baseline budget, it's time to manipulate the math to match what you actually want to achieve. For weight loss, you want to eat 400 to 600 calories less than your total budget. For weight gain, like if you're trying to build muscle, you'd eat 300 to 500 calories more than your budget. But listen, here's a really critical warning from the source material. Extreme cuts or massive surpluses are actually harmful to your body. Moderation is absolutely key to sustainable success. You can't rush the math. And of course, if your goal is simply general health and weight maintenance, you just need to stay close to that baseline number we calculated in Step 2. Your goal is just to balance the ledger every single day. Step 4, tracking macros and final tips. Having the mathematical formula is fantastic, but how do we actually manage this budget out in the real world? Well, the first step is tracking. You can download popular apps like MyFitnessPal, which do a ton of the math for you, or honestly, you can just log your meals in a simple notebook. The method really doesn't matter as much as the consistency does. You definitely do not need fancy technology to pull this off. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that it shows how all calories are not created equal when it comes to what they do inside us. They aren't just arbitrary numbers, they're categorized into macronutrients that serve highly specific biological functions. Proteins are vital for muscle repair. Carbs are your body's primary source of energy. And fats, they are absolutely crucial for hormone balance. You genuinely need all three to function optimally. To help visualize this balance, let's say your calculated budget is 2,000 calories. A highly effective macro ratio to aim for on your plate is 40% of your calories from carbs, 30% from protein, and 30% from healthy fats. Approaching it this way ensures your body is getting the right type of fuel, not just the right amount. And this brilliantly illustrates our final troubleshooting tips for success. First up, remember to recalculate your budget every time your weight changes by about 5 to 6 kilograms, because your body's needs will shift as its size changes. Second, drink plenty of water. Dehydration actually slows down your metabolism. Third, prioritize good sleep, because poor sleep can artificially crank up your calorie needs. And finally, please don't obsess over daily fluctuations. Look at your weekly averages to gauge your true progress. So we've covered the complete mathematical blueprint for managing your metabolism. You now hold the exact formulas to determine your body's energy needs. But the math only works if you actually apply it. So I'll leave you with this provocative thought. You have the formula, but how will you spend your calorie budget today? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I absolutely can't wait to see you apply these numbers to your own life.